The views, comments, and opinions of the following program do not necessarily reflect those of Morris Media Studios, MorrisMediaLive.com, or its affiliates. Listener discretion is advised.
Sports Collective TV every Monday at 5 p.m. 8 Eastern. On today's lineup, we got the reaction from the Packers and the Vikings getting tied up in a good one there, and as well as the Bell-less Steelers still winless this year, losing a tough one against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Denver Broncos said no Raiders, moving and kicking the Raiders to 0-2 to start off this year. And don't forget, the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles drop a good one over in Tampa Bay yesterday against the Bucks. Don't forget to tune in tonight to Monday Night Football. But hey, don't forget, before Monday Night Football, tune in to Sports Collective TV at 5 p.m. only on MorrisMediaLive.com.
All right.
Oh, man.
Good evening. Welcome to Sports Collective TV. I'm your host and moderator, Farhan, a.k.a. WDC.
You got glasses. I haven't seen your glasses on the
show.
show.
My new
glasses,
flick, yo.
hey.
There it is.
Hey, what's wrong,
Looking
man?
extra smart today.
What's wrong? Why you got the sleeve on?
He got hurt.
The 8th grader, what happened?
Yeah, it was. I was balling today at the 24-hour fitness, and I was using my left. I overused of my left today.
I think you keep that sock on to keep it warm.
It's a long sock there.
Welcome to Sports Collective TV. I'm your host and moderator, Farhan, a.k.a. WDC. I want to thank you for listening today. Always a very spectacular show for you. You've seen the previews. We're going to be talking NFL, so if you got comments and you want to chime in, 5:30, start calling in, start hitting us up on the social media for that NFL highlights. But before that, we're going to introduce ourselves. Make sure you follow me, Twitter, Instagram, at IamWDC, and make sure you go to Sports Collective Media on our social media platforms.
That's what's up. Big Al here. Follow me at Al Pasquale on Facebook. We got that alert coming on later in the show, and got some excellent football topics.
Nice hat.
As well as some predictions coming on. Yeah, baby, 2-0.
At least somebody won over here.
That's what's up. Give us a call anytime.
5:30, my bad. Sorry, 5:30, my bad. Sorry.
If you want to talk some football, give us a call at 5:30 at 323-293-3375.
So is that going to be like a tease for 30 minutes?
Yes.
Football in 30 minutes.
Yes.
What's
We
up,
got
yo?
some other stuff to talk about. Why don't you warm us up, Calvin?
He's not looking okay. You okay?
He wants to go last.
You want me to go next?
Okay.
He wants to go
All
last.
Hey, well,
Hey,
my
shout
name
out
is-
to Fredo for the intro video.
Yes.
First of
Did
all,
y'all
we gotta
see that?
give
I was
mad
all for
props
you
to
guys
that.
there.
That's hot.
Everybody.
Go
That's
check
hot.
some more of those out on Facebook too.
Yeah.
I'm going to get my EBT card to you when you get there.
Thank you for that one. But hey, my name is Fredo. I am the truth. And I got a lot of truths for you guys. But of course, 5:30, tune in NFL. And as well, there's a couple things, a small thing I want to bring up on basketball.
Okay.
Something very key that just happened over the weekend. I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know sometime later. But let's pass it over to Cali Sportsman here.
Hey, you going to tease us like that?
Yeah.
What's happening later?
We teasers.
What's happening
Bam.
later? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
All right. I'm Cali Sportsman, known as AskIlia.com. Here at Morris Media, like you said, give us a call, 323-293. What is it? 3375. But, hey, we kind of missed this was because it was Labor Day weekend. So we didn't get to talk about this topic, which was the whole tennis topic. What happened with Serena and the meltdown. And, what was your take on it now? I wanted to get an idea, Mr. Bells and Whistles.
Now I'm from Switzerland, so Roger Federer, tennis star over there, very big. I wasn't a big tennis follower myself, but I know a little bit of the, rules and everything.
Right.
But, I was surprised at that. I wasn't too familiar with all the hand signs that a coach can give to a player and how that can affect the game. So, all right,
let me explain it like that. So, normally most coaches sit in the stands deep. There's no coaching, in an arena.
Right.
And technically, after every serve, because after every serve, either you move your feet, you adjust your racket, there's things that you do that your coach can see, and he gives you those hints moving forward.
Oh, yeah, right.
But technically, this became an issue because traditionally they just do it, but all of a sudden in the finals, two African American, prospective players is playing, and this thing kind of breaks out. And even if you listen to our coach who said, we we coach everybody. You know, they all coach. It's speculation of what they're saying and what they're doing. At the end of the day, she still have to perform. You know what I'm saying? She got to hit the ball.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got to get in front of the ball. So I just think she got beat. You know, and I think it was a. Shout outs to Matt Marv. So we was on Matt Marv's show and we was talking about this, and it was kind of just. I think she was just going through a mental breakdown. You know
so you really think she just got beat by the young lady?
Oh, I mean, you can look at some of the serves. I mean, you got to understand. And I've explained this before. Is okay when you're looking at basketball. It's what the 3-point, the layup.
Oh, you gotta shoot them free
throws
overseas.
Free throws, the bucket in, right? If it's football, it's the touchdown, it's the punt. If it's tennis, it's the serve.
Yeah. So you want to ace the serve.
You want to ace the serve, and that's what Serena's been known for over the years, to have a 120-mile-an-hour fastball coming at you where you can't return it.
But the girl returned them.
She was hitting them. She was killing it like that. Now, you've seen that part, right?
Yeah, definitely. But now
the last point was, I got you.
I mean, Osaka played very well. She definitely played a good game. But now the signals itself, is that more for the serve? You know, hit closer?
I think it's political. I mean, because every coach and every player has their own signals. It's like baseball. You're not going to know what I'm telling her. They don't know because they practice together.
That's very confusing at times.
Yeah, so it's not something that.
Look at that hair.
If you was watching him give her signals, you wouldn't know what he's really telling her to do.
Right. Now, he was doing something like this, and Serena tried to play it off as if he was giving her a thumbs up.
Did you see the pinky though? You saw the pinky?
I saw his. It was more than a pinky sticking out. It was more like something like this. So
now, as a tennis player,
kind of like a thumbs up, but that could have been part of it. You know what I mean?
What you always want to do is be square before the ball. So when the ball is square, you ever notice they rock because you don't know, and that's kind of like
you don't know where the ball's going to be.
Yeah,
hit,
so you want to build that momentum so that way when that ball is and she in the air, she hit.
Yeah,
you already in motion to get in front of the ball. Got to call her.
Oh, what?
Caller, you are on Sports Collective TV.
What's your name and where you calling from?
Hello. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
What's going on?
Oh, what's up?
What's happening?
Cigars and cognac. This is my man Sports Log all the way from Boston. What's up? What's the count, baby?
Shout out to Sports Log.
What's the count, baby?
I thought I recognized that voice.
Yeah, that deep Boston voice.
All the way from Boston.
What was going on first half of New England, man? Tell me what was going on first half New England.
I'm deep Boston blood, but you got to pick with your head, not your heart.
Oh.
I picked the Jags yesterday.
He went with his heart.
Wow, surprising.
The only one in my pick'em list. Everybody went with the Pats. You gotta know the situation.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you kind of precede that was going to go wrong with the Packs?
No defense.
Take a number of it. The defense wasn't good. Trey Flowers getting knocked out by his own guy in the first quarter, losing Patrick Chung. But I mean, the bevy of you can't use excuses. These are just things that the Patriots aren't doing. No Edelman, but the Jags are doing something right. And Bortles, man, he was crisp and clean the first half, and he reverted to his old form a little bit second half, but not all the way. And it was close, but it was never really within touch for the Pats. But I mean, that's the way the Jags said it. It looked all right in the third. I mean, with the third quarter, they come out and run, an 8-9 minute drive? So that takes a lot of wind out of your offense when they're waiting to get on the field.
All right, hold on, Sports Law. Hold on, Sports Law. We got something for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, now, speaking of the receiving troubles that the Patriots have been having, this is pretty much new news as well. I don't know if you heard about this. New England signed Josh Gordon. That's right. What do you think about that move, and how do you think that's going to help the Patriots offense?
Cigars and Stars, he's owned it already. You know what I'm saying? They called him to say it's going to be a good deal. And
he had to approve it, huh?
Right.
But they got a great deal as well with the picks.
Yeah. I think hey, they needed something, and even with Edelman coming back in after 2 more weeks, they're still. I mean, he's got no one to throw to really. The guys are making do, but the mismatch with Gronk isn't there right now. They don't really have anybody else solid or anybody else. But Josh Gordon's great athlete. Come a long way, I guess you could say. But I mean, he's just going to run go routes, or I mean, it's a complex book, but they're just going to have him, do. It won't be the decoy that Chad Ochocinco was, and it won't be the success that Randy Moss was. But but looking at receivers right now,
they giving Beckman, man. He's New York. He's doing these slants, just killing them.
Highest paid player.
Highest paid player, and his numbers are just keep rising. I mean, he's taking these fatal.
Fatal?
Yeah, I mean, if he get hit coming in that lane, I mean, these cats can come across and
he's definitely dodging bullets. That's for sure.
Taking some chances, trying to break some records. So
seeking some past glory days. His numbers have declined each year steadily.
Hey, so Sports Log, you guys, the Patriots is pulling up the Lions this week, man. What are you predicting coming up this weekend, man?
Against one of your old staff members too.
Patricia.
Well, Patricia, whatever. I mean, he's having a rough go of it.
Yeah,
he's having a rough start. Those are a couple of rough games, but he's not getting a lot of response out of the locker room. Is what I hear.
He's not getting anything at all.
Yeah, he's coming up short a couple of times. But I mean, a lot of credit. A lot of credit isn't being taken away from the team itself. Stafford had a miserable game last week.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't much better yesterday.
Cool.
But I mean, they're playing pretty good teams. They're in a tough division. Still looking up at everybody else, obviously, for the rest of the season.
So do y'all get the W this weekend or what?
I think we'll bounce back. I think the Pats will bounce back. I think they'll have a better game plan in place.
All right.
That was a tough place. Jags are the best defense in the league. I mean, not just the
Vikings.
But, the Vikings are 1-1. The Jags are 2-0. Right?
No, we're 1-0-1.
All right,
that's a tie.
Hey,
that's right.
Hey, Sports Log, we're gonna pick up the NFL, man, at 5:30, man. So if you want to call back, man, we appreciate you calling back around that 5:30 mark. We got some more subject matter, so you can either hang on or chime in on the next couple of subjects. But 5:30, we coming back with all that NFL jazz, man.
I'll mute out on you.
All right, cool deal. You said something you want about some basketball. What do you
wait, you want to touch this now?
Yeah, let's touch it now. We're done with the tennis segment.
All right. So, over the week, we all know who Anthony Davis is.
Ooh,
right?
I heard about this.
Yes. And Anthony Davis is working on his second to last year, being a member of the Pelicans.
Mm-hmm.
Just gave it up on his agent. He, let go of his agent, moved on to a new company.
Okay.
Clutch Sports.
Owned
by Rich Paul and LeBron James' group. So there was a lot of speculation, and even Paul Pierce, the other truth, was over on ESPN talking about the situation.
He's the other one.
Yeah, he's the other truth.
He's number two.
But even Paul Pierce said there's a lot to do with that move, specifically with Rich Paul getting involved in managing now in Anthony Davis, and there's a reason. He knows a lot of things. And something similar happened the previous year in Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Caldwell-Pope signed with the Lakers last year. Big contract, $20 million. She's not even worth $20 million. Signed him just so they can get that relationship with Rich Paul. It seemed like it. There's a lot of rumors behind doors in order to start talking to LeBron a year before. Then Caldwell-Pope got another contract this year, 12 years. 12 million, 1 year, 12 million. So you see the difference of the drop now that LeBron's here. But that was something big because I feel that Anthony Davis wants to get out of New Orleans. So, I don't know. What do you guys think about that move?
It's interesting because when he first got drafted by the Pelicans, he said he wanted to be a one franchise player.
Yes.
Now, he wasn't happy with them letting DeMarcus Cousins go. No. He wasn't happy with them letting Rondo go. Just generally how the whole 2018
and Rondo is the Laker.
Right. He's with the Lakers. We know he has that chemistry going, and we know that LeBron... Not that he's necessarily only trying to play with players signed to Clutch Sports, but there is some incentive there. You remember him considering Philadelphia in the offseason. Ben Simmons is with Clutch Sports.
Yes.
So there's definitely something going on.
Hey, it's a big agency, sports agency owned by Rich Paul.
You know about Clutch Sports? Mm-hmm. What do you know about Clutch?
From players for players.
I mean, yeah. So, it was kind of created for that scenario because Rich is just one of those dudes where he just... he's really all about the player. And a lot of this, a lot goes along. Like a lot of times when they write these contracts, they don't get all the money up front.
Right.
Some of them they got to put them in certain. So it's a lot go on with that. So that type of agency just kind of want to make them informative, make them more entrepreneurs. 78% of most NBA players are broke after 4 years after they have the season. So So it's good. I mean, it's good to see this new culture coming along. I mean, I'm quite sure you're probably going to see a lot of that in different sports too, especially with football because linemen don't get a lot of money. Yeah. So But yeah, I know about them.
What is sure, it is becoming more and more of a players' league, and players are having more and more control about who plays with who, trades, all of that stuff. So there's definitely something attached to that. Now we'll see how far it really goes, but there's definitely some incentive somewhere, I believe, with him signing with the Lakers.
Well, let's get ready to take this first 20-second timeout, and so we got definitely two more. The brothers are here, so I'm glad to see
back.
Luis is back, man.
In the house.
We appreciate you.
Luau,
So we
baby.
got to get him on. He's going to chime in on the NFL and some baseball conversation because the Diamondbacks are struggling right now. Yeah, he's over there like
That's the first shot of many to come.
for real. So 20-second timeout. This is Sports Collective Media. I'm your host, moderator, WDC.
Stay tuned for more.
We'll be right back.
Peace.
The Consortium of Health and Military Performance, also known as CHAMP, of the Uniformed Services University of Health and Science, known as USUHS, is conducting a study to understand a possible genetic link between sickle cell trait, known as SCT, and exercise-related events, known as EREs, such as exertional rhabdomyolysis, muscle damage, heat stroke, and or collapse. We are inviting African American men and women with sickle cell trait and their family members to participate. Participating in the study will require you to complete a health history questionnaire, a form authorizing our study physician to gather health information from you and your healthcare provider, as well as a one-time blood donation. In order to qualify for the study, you must meet the following criteria: be African American, be sickle cell trait positive, be able to read, speak, and understand English, be between the ages of 18 and 80, and currently not being treated for any mental or psychological disorders. Participation is completely voluntary, and your decision will not impact your healthcare. The results for this study are for research purposes only and are not intended to directly benefit any individual for confidentiality reasons. However, the results of this study are intended to help better shape policies and associated health risks affecting the SCT community. Participants may be compensated for their time. To join the study, or if you would like additional information regarding the study, please contact the study team by phone, area code 240-479-9514, or email sctstudy-ggg@usuhs.edu.
All right, so welcome back to Sports Collective TV. Again, I'm your host, Modern Farhan, aka WDC. I want to thank you for stay tuned, and I'm just excited because you see this guy right here.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. Introduce yourself to the list in case they forgot who you were.
Yeah, in case they
He's
forgot.
off the injury reserve list, ladies and
I'm off the
gentlemen.
injury reserve list. The prodigal son has returned. I'm back. Lewis. Y'all know me as Luwop, though. That's me. So mostly here to be the devil's advocate.
Oh,
play devil's
God.
advocate.
Here we go. Here we
Devil's
go.
Advocate, so
Dodgers versus D-back. Dodgers versus the D-back.
yeah, I was waiting for that one.
Yeah.
Do you want to just address that right now? or what?
Yeah, might as well address that.
Say
right
your
now.
piece now.
Yeah,
Say your piece.
So, I mean, it's a long season, obviously. We're getting down to it. This is where like someone like me. This is where someone like me, where you root for a team that lets go of a triple of a.
I know it's
JD
frustrating.
Martinez.
I know it's
JD
frustrating,
Martinez
right?
went to Boston and he's going for the triple crown. He's trying to lead the AL in average home runs and RBIs, and we let that guy go.
How do you feel like as a fan? As a fan, though,
It's a small market team, so you kind of like when you root for a team like the Diamondbacks, you know you're not going for the Yankees, you're not going for the Red Sox, you're not going for the Dodgers.
Yeah.
Raise the ticket prices. Find a way to keep them.
Actually, no, they have to. They lower ticket prices to get people in because they don't have the team to field like at Dodger Stadium. You can raise the ticket prices, and we'd still end up going to Dodger.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a different market.
it's a different market. Like
I lived in Arizona. It's just real loyalty. That's just what they really pride themselves on, loyalty. And
but
family.
if you don't win, then they're not showing up.
They
ain't showing up. So like that's the problem. Is like right now it's like, okay, man, we're right there. And we're falling apart. We were 3 weeks ago. We were leading the division. Now we're 4.5 games back.
It's a great stadium, though.
It is a dope stadium. Apparently, the crazy.
Ain't at the Fridays at the top.
I have not. No, I was out. The one time I went, I was sitting row double A. So I was like, I got to talk smack to Jose Reyes as he was at bat. So I'm like right here. I was like right here. The stadium's right here.
They got Leslie's pools in the center field. So
I seen the pool.
Yeah,
I seen the pool that supposedly the Dodgers peed in.
Yeah.
When they went, yeah.
And then they got these little windows that are little things where because it opens up.
It's a retractable roof.
Oh, okay, yeah, because it's hot.
So they had, I guess, an A's player back in the day hit one of the balls and it went outside the stadium.
Oh,
damn.
So the stadium is bomb. You know what I'm saying? When I lived in Arizona, I just loved
the
it.
crazy thing, they want to tear it down. They want a new stadium.
Already.
Like everybody else, they want a new stadium.
Already.
They haven't. They're not 22 years old. They're 23.
Some of the streets ain't even 5 years old.
And they're already complaining about the stadium. That they want a new stadium. They're looking at all these other stadiums around the league, and they're like, ours isn't looking too hot now.
Well, don't feel bad because when you listen to the commentator, when you watch the Raider home game, we're the only football team that play on a baseball diamond.
This guy.
That looked the optics of that was all right. It's Monday Night Football. It's the season opener, and you have dirt on the football field. Like, just the optics of that are like
diamond in the back,
and you can't win in the fourth quarter.
At least. What's up, man?
Well, I was going to say that, but he brought it up. Letting go of J.D. Martinez, I think that was the biggest mistake before even signing the season.
Not enough money.
I know, but
small market team, not enough money.
That's tough.
You guys were able to get Manny Machado. Like just like that.
Because he's a Dodger fan.
Yeah, he's a Dodger fan.
Yeah, that's why I'm not saying
nothing. And you guys,
I'm just waiting for the second season to start.
But they just started hitting the ball just probably in the last 4 games.
Yeah, but that's the best part. This is the time you want to start hitting the ball. Right. My team was hitting the ball in early season.
Right, which is scary sometimes.
Yeah, you're like, oh, okay, they might have a good season. And then all of a sudden it's like the end of the season comes and those last few weeks, those last few series.
It's a wrap.
And it's a wrap. You're losing series, you're losing track. It's slides. It's a deep slide. Right?
But baseball is the only sport where you could strike out 8 times and still make a couple $1 million.
Oh,
as long as you hit home runs and hit RBIs.
Baseball, you fail 70% of the time.
Right? That's what I'm saying, right?
You fail 70%. You fail 60% of the time in baseball, and you're an all-time great.
That's what I'm saying.
Because you hit it 40%
You can strike out 8 times.
In baseball, you get paid the most money when you're the most out of shape. You get those big contracts, late in your 30s, you're not working out, you're just trying to go in, cash a check. You can't do that in football. You can't do that in basketball. You come in one off season out of shape.
For real.
Y'all touched on Le'Veon already, since we're talking about contracts and money and the differences between the two.
No, we're gonna say that for 5:30. We're gonna say that for 5.
But Canelo,
Canelo. See, talking about money, right? Canelo, the Triple G fight.
So what was that purse on that? You guys know
what they took home?
What was the total purse?
Canelo took home about before the pay-per-views. Close to $100 million.
Okay.
Triple G got, which is nothing compared to like a Mayweather fight.
Well, yeah.
Right. Strategically, Mayweather announced on the Friday, right before.
I'm fighting Pacquiao.
Right. The man, I don't.
I thought he retired.
Yeah.
Would he spent too much money now? He need a fight.
He needs some more money, man.
He's all cash. He's all cash. He's running out of cash.
Where's my cash?
He's got cash deficiency right now, but.
So was that fight any good? I didn't.
It was good. It was a good fight. It was a good fight. Me and my brother caught it at our friend's house. We're Mexican, but we're one of the few Mexicans who probably weren't rooting on Canelo.
What was that about?
That's big in boxing.
I know.
The other guy.
like,
there's a boxers from Mexico. They have a certain style of Mexican style of boxing, which is you don't wait for the guy to come to you.
Right.
Bam, bam, bam. So Triple G, what he did when Canelo was coming up, Triple G came and fought at the Forum, and he was a Mexican-style fighter. So the Mexican fans were like, yo, this is our guy. He would come out with mariachi, come out with like the Mexican colors, and he would fight all these like opponents who would come at you. So you got with Triple G, you got knockouts. You knocked everybody out.
Yeah.
So when Canelo fought him, to me, Canelo slid when he fought Mayweather. Because he fought Mexican style, and then against Mayweather, he acted scared.
He tried to change his whole style.
It's like, nah, you got here by fighting a certain way, and we get it. Mayweather's a whole other animal.
Oh yeah, you come at Mayweather too.
You can't come at Mayweather soft if you're a power puncher.
Right.
Because Mayweather's gonna pick you apart if you think you're just gonna jab, and get with the little combinations.
Play at his game, no.
You're never gonna catch him.
His game.
That's what I'm saying.
You're trying to play him at his game, and
get hit less.
What did you see at the fight, man?
Well, honestly, my biggest thing was from the first one. Because anyone that watched the first one know that Triple G won that.
Well, most people.
Well, yeah, most
people are biased. Some people are biased.
Right.
Some people are biased.
Most of them being Mexican, our family members, part of that. But
the family, yeah.
Of course, because we got so much hate because we weren't cheering for him. At the end of the day, I said the better fighter that I thought was Triple G.
Yeah.
Right? But his age showed on Saturday, and you saw that. Just
his age?
Yeah, he's 38.
Yeah, he's 10 years older than 10 years older, yeah. And Canelo's been avoiding him for like 3-4 years. Like, he literally avoided him at his best time. Now, it's the same thing he did with Cotto, right? He waited till Cotto got to 40 years old and then he fought him. I'm like, why not fight him 5 years before at his prime?
Yeah.
And that's what you see a lot of these
these are these
promoters, right? they say a fighter will fight anyone, but it's the promoters that always try to set up in a way for their fighters, you know, to get the best chance to win. Exactly.
Yeah.
That's where it's like the promoter is looking out for himself as opposed to what's best for the fighter. Because even sometimes the fighter's reputation deteriorates from avoiding fighters. You know, you have to be a great like.
But didn't Mayweather do that too?
Right,
avoid
avoid
some fighters.
The whole Pacquiao thing.
Yeah, he avoided.
Canelo took a page out of Mayweather's and waited 3-4 years until he finally said, "Yeah, I'll take on Triple G."
Must be something.
And now look, Mayweather's he's gonna beat. I mean, he's gonna beat Pacquiao again. Like, there's no way Pacquiao's gonna beat.
Are you paying $100 for that fight?
You know we're gonna end up paying. You know we're gonna end up at somebody's house, like shipping $10. You know we're gonna watch it because there's no way we're not gonna watch that. Like we always say the same thing.
Damn it, Mayweather!
Dude, the guy is a marketing genius. You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna rile everybody up. He's gonna start talking smack, get Manny to talk a little smack, maybe, you know, get under Manny's skin.
Get some snake blood.
He's gonna make us be like, oh man, I hope Manny beats Mayweather, and then he doesn't. And then we all order it, and then that's it.
Snake blood.
I see a draw, and then another fight.
No,
what?
I see
that.
See a
draw.
How?
Milk it as much.
Milk it again? No, the fans will be upset.
He's been cashing out.
The fans will be upset. The fans will be upset.
No, Mayweather's going to finally get his ass whooped.
Yeah, or that. I say that. TMT.
Did you guys see Pacquiao's last fight?
Hey, I saw previews. He looked okay.
I saw previews? How do you see previews of the fight? How do you watch previews of the fight?
Highlights.
Okay.
He liked the way he was getting his hands wrapped.
Different versions.
Okay.
He changed the version.
Highlights.
He was fighting, who?
I don't even know.
Exactly. And now, but he won. So now he's gonna beat the guy who no one's been able to beat. Right. You know, at his game, like, come on.
Isn't it the first?
It's always the first. It's about time, though.
There's three things certain.
The last fight he had was close.
So not against McGregor. That was he let it be close. He let it be close.
That was comedy.
There are three certain things.
That was comedy.
There are three certain things in my life: taxes, that I'm brown, and that Mayweather picks his fights when he knows he's going to win. He picked this fight because he knew he was going to win. And then after that, we might get another McGregor fight or something.
These things are booked before they hit the ring.
Yeah.
God. All right. Yeah. 20-second timeout. We're coming up with the NFL topics. We'll be right back right here on Sports Collective TV, man. Thanks for coming out again, man. Don't go nowhere.
A lot of hair,
the Consortium of Health and Military Performance, also known as CHAMP, of the Uniformed Services University of Health and Science, known as USUHS, is conducting a study to understand a possible genetic link between sickle cell trait, known as SCT, and exercise-related events, known as EREs, such as exertional rhabdomyolysis, muscle damage, heat stroke, and or collapse. We are inviting African American men and women with sickle cell trait and their family members to participate. Participating in the study will require you to complete a health history questionnaire, a form authorizing our study physician to gather health information from you and your healthcare provider, as well as a one-time blood donation. In order to qualify for the study, you must meet the following criteria: be African American, be sickle cell trait positive, be able to read, speak, and understand English, be between the ages of 18 and 80, and currently not being treated for any mental or psychological disorders. Participation is completely voluntary, and your decision will not impact your healthcare. The results for this study are for research purposes only and are not intended to directly benefit any individual for confidentiality reasons. However, the results of this study are intended to help better shape policies and associated health risks affecting the SCT community. Participants may be compensated for their time. To join the study, or if you would like additional information regarding the study, please contact the study team by phone, area code 240-479-9514, or email sctstudy-ggg@usuhs.edu.
Welcome back to Sports Collective TV. Man, let's get right into it. We got a caller, so let's bring this call up on the line. You're live at Sports Collective TV. Hello. Don't be shy.
I think he's scared.
Don't be shy.
I was muted. I lost my mute count again.
Oh, you lost your mute. All right. Sports Log, hold on.
Sports Log.
Hold on the line, Sports Log. Hold on the line, man. All right, so where we gonna take this NFL? Let's look at the video. Let's look at the video, the pre-roll again, and let's go in order of the pre-roll. I don't know.
Well, the pre-roll, it started with the Vikings and the Packers. The tie game. But honestly, I was mad by halftime. I was looking at the score. Well, because at the score, the Green Bay were they were taking over the whole time. We weren't very much in the game because it was I forgot the score. I even forgot the score what it was, but we came back 20 points in the fourth quarter. Can you believe that against the Packers?
Packers defense.
Yeah, Packers.
You guys let a one-legged Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, we did.
But you guys are the best defense in the league.
Oh yeah, we are.
You want to sit over here? I want to.
We might need somebody in the middle.
I want to get popcorn close.
We need somebody in the middle.
I just wanted to get popcorn.
All right, one at a time. What you got?
Go ahead.
Best defense. One-legged Aaron Rodgers puts up 29 points on you.
No, it did. It happened, and there was a lot. I mean, playing in Lambeau, that's a whole different situation. It's like
what?
Playing in Lambeau.
The stadium was too big for
Super Bowl. The Super Bowl back?
Yeah,
Lambeau scares y'all.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna give it to you guys. It ended up as a tie. We didn't lose. We did not lose.
We got a tie last week.
It is Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, it's Aaron. Supposedly the GOAT might behind, but he ain't no GOAT. First of all, Aaron Rodgers won championship in 12 years.
You guys couldn't beat him on one leg.
It's all right.
He's on one leg. And you guys can beat him.
It's Aaron Rodgers.
He couldn't run.
It's Aaron Rodgers. That's all I can say.
I just want to ask him.
Ask me. Go ahead.
Who's your franchise players on your defensive line?
Well, let's start off with UCLA product and Anthony Barr, the guy who actually broke Aaron Rodgers' collarbone.
I was just hoping he didn't say that because he was getting beat by one-legged dude.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's all good.
He called it UCLA.
Gotta get props to my UCLA gang.
I can say that for UCLA, though, because another UCLA product actually plays on the best defense in the NFL. Miles
I think
Jack.
you're about to say Kendrick.
Yes. You see now, Miles Jack, that boy. Anthony Barr couldn't catch a one-legged.
Hey, that's one game though. Wait, okay. So if you guys want to bash on my Vikings,
no. Wait. Hold on.
All right.
Sports log.
Can't be asking
Sports
me how the
log.
Raiders doing.
Sports log. So give us your take on that Vikings game, man. What did you see, man?
I saw them play for about 40-something minutes and then kind of give it back to the Packers at the end of the game.
All right. We appreciate that call.
I mean, the Vikings are a good defense, but you can't just hand it to Lambeau. I mean, he got Aaron Rodgers on one leg better than most quarterbacks.
I mean, it's all right. Aaron,
if you don't say nothing, we can move on.
No, you know what? I'm going to continue this crap, right? Because I'm not going to let Green Bay walk away with this win, especially thinking that Green Bay just a one-leg Aaron Rodgers did it by himself. No, he did not do it by himself. He has a whole team. You know how many yards he threw for? Not under 250.
And they got water boys and they got towel boys.
But he didn't do it by himself. So let's not throw this out there and say Aaron Rodgers one leg man.
So you got a tie.
So you got a tie. But Aaron Rodgers did not beat us. Aaron Rodgers did not beat us. All right.
That's not even talking about the kicker.
Let's not talk about the kickers. Both kickers.
Shout out to the guy that stretched Rodgers before the game.
Shout out to that dude. Anyways, you know what? We want to bash stuff. Let's move on to the next game. Hold on. Let's start with Pittsburgh.
What do you got to
Pittsburgh,
say?
Kansas.
Oh, that's my guy. Patrick Mahomes, my homie. Patrick Mahomie.
And he a Pittsburgh Steelers?
Yeah, man. What?
What's up with the Steelers? I want to know. What's happening?
What? We're struggling, man. Obviously.
What's up with Le'Veon Bell, first of all?
We need more money.
No, you don't need more money. You need better management. You need a new coach.
Coach? No.
Yeah.
You mean to make sure there's no Kawhi situation going on here?
What you had a comment about
I'm with Le'Veon on this one. He legitimately is a running back and a wide receiver. Like you watch it in the Pittsburgh game when they went down 21-0. I was watching it because Patrick Mahomes, he's on my fantasy squad.
He's your homie.
He's my homie. So 6 TDs, but they're up 21-0. They don't run the ball anymore. So conventional running backs, once you're behind us on the score, you get off. And they bring out all the wide receivers. They bring out that spread package. And Connor wasn't really doing anything. Le'Veon Bell in the slot, is one of the better slot wide receivers.
We need the slot, man.
So
we need the slot.
They need to pay the guy. They need to just buck down and pay him because he is a running back. He is also a wide receiver. he's probably the number 2 wide receiver.
It's our only shot at the bowl, man.
Now the whole franchise.
It's our only
tag
shot
thing
at the
makes
Super
this a
Bowl.
little bit tricky, right?
Right, well, because the franchise tag they wanted to pay him for the 1 year, but they've already done it 2 times, I believe, right? And that kind of sucks for a player when you're putting your all out there and the team's only giving you a 1 year contract. Yeah, it's guaranteed, but if I get injured, which Le'Veon Bell has gotten injured in the past, he's not guaranteed. He's losing all that money, you know. So no, the man, I'm all with him, you know. Like the owners make plenty of money.
So give him his guaranteed money.
Can you make a call over to Pittsburgh and get something?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to Steeler Nation. I'm gonna call over to Steeler Nation, man.
As a football fan, I want to see him back on the field.
Yeah. About the fan, yes.
I never heard of them.
Have you heard of Steeler Nation before?
I think I saw a sign up. I saw a sign up list on Craigslist.
Steeler Nation.
Still, you don't own it.
We got there's Nation and then there's America's team, right? So we can move on into what Cowboys.
Into the Cowboys. Well, I mean, surprisingly, they won. You know, Dak Prescott.
Really?
Okay, but I mean, they weren't facing
looking like
the Giants.
a college quarterback. All that running backfield he was doing.
Oh, he was. But what did you guys think about Elliott, though? I mean, I really saw
still a beast.
Keep feeding the guy.
Man, somebody give that man a big T-shirt, please. Like
it's too small,
really,
right?
Like what's
like
with this? What's with this bra thing? I don't get that.
Maybe he's in the gym,
but he's still a beast. I mean, he got what he's giving it. You know what I mean? So I think I'm not a Cowboy fan, but I seen that week 1 they didn't look really hot at all.
No.
They couldn't even catch a ball.
Sports log. What you see on the Cowboys, man?
I was impressed, actually. I think I picked the Giants in that one, but they were able to limit Eli. I mean, they got to him plenty.
Which ain't hard to do sometimes.
Yeah, it's not really hard to limit Eli.
Yeah.
Eli's old. No.
He's the retarded one in the family.
That came out.
I like it. You know what?
Don't he look kind of funny, though? I mean,
Hold on.
And his head a little bigger.
I forgot about that word.
And he looked like
how funny it used to be when you used to be able to say it. Like, that's retarded. Like, it's not something like that we're mean.
You can tell, like...
It's just got a slow look
he should have been left-handed or something.
He probably is.
Eli, hey, man. It's the sports fans, man. It's the fans.
I also wanted to talk about probably the most unlucky city in sports history, which is Cleveland. What's up with their kicker missing? What was it? 2 extra points, 2 field goals.
4 in a row. So he made the first 2, and then after that he proceeds to miss 2 field goals and 2 extra points. So he missed the last 4 kicks of the game.
So he had a whole 3 attempts to either get a tie or to get the...
That was a quiet
when ride. You get home, that kicker going to be sitting on your couch.
Waiting for you.
Wondering where you been.
Hey, you didn't sit in the back.
You can't gloss over Barkley's performance yesterday.
Oh, thank you. 14 receptions for Barkley.
So, I mean, there's battle of attrition. Elliott did a lot better, obviously.
Le'Veon-esque.
I mean,
when
you lose a game, even to bad Patriots.
But he ain't got that outside blocking though. Barkley.
That's why Barkley doesn't, and he's still, even with that against the Jaguars, he's a rookie.
When he was talking, some of his thighs was like 80-inch thighs,
tree trunks. He's walking around with tree trunks.
Mind you, Earl Campbell. Y'all probably don't know who that is.
From the Oilers.
Watch the racial slurs.
Tell him, Earl.
Did he play for the Oilers?
Yeah,
he played for the Oilers. Yeah. Earl Campbell he'll run everybody.
Watch the racial slurs. That's how they were running like a horse and stuff.
That's how they were.
Come on, Kelly.
Tell him, Sports Block. Tell him, Sports Block. We want to take him back a little bit. Earl Campbell. But Earl Campbell run up and down. Like Dickerson, he ran up and down. So this guy's looking for the outside, the spin move. It was
let's move on because this dude over here with this freaking hat on over here. Give him the microphone.
Go ahead.
Oh, man. I'm just in awe of how this season has started for my Rams.
Don't get beat up on stage, man. Don't get beat up on stage.
You don't got to say nothing. They speak for themselves.
Right. That's how you spend money in the NFL. Just putting it out there.
Yeah, they got some Katrina money in
for real. Hold on. They beat they beat the Cardinals.
Hey.
Don't have another flood.
Hold on, one at a time.
Hold on. You got to give the local hometown team, the Los Angeles Rams, some goddamn credit.
I don't got to do a goddamn thing.
No, check this out. The Los Angeles Rams, honestly, arguably are the best team in all of football.
You said it.
That's me saying arguably. That's what I'm saying. The key word
from a Minnesota fan.
From a Minnesota fan, but from a hometown LA.
But he got a
here.
928 zip code.
Hey,
I don't get it.
Hey, check this out.
Where's the loyalty?
Hold on.
Where's
hold
the
on.
where's the loyalty?
I'm not here about loyalty. I'm here with my I said watching NFL.
Yeah, about the truth.
I'm about the truth. Thank you very much, Oscar. But hey, I watched the Rams beating you guys up. Let's not forget what had happened last Monday.
We close to popcorn time.
Hey, I don't want to let you guys get away with this, but last Monday they proved it. The Rams proved it in Oakland. 20 unanswered points in the second half and beat you guys up. Plain and simple.
No, we lost.
Making that Gruden contract.
One at a time, fellas. One at a time.
You like the first half where we just ran the ball down their throat.
Hey, Raider Nation. Excuse me, Raider Nation here. Raider Nation. I'm not going to let you guys get away with this one. I'm not. Plain and simple.
The Rams is a good team. I'm not saying that.
They're 2-0. How can they not be a good team?
I'm not saying they're not a good team.
I'm just glad you guys spent $100 million on a coach and not on one of your best defensive players.
Thank you. You know what I mean? Key point. Spend the money on the players, not the coach.
Ooh.
No, don't let
let
the coach pay himself.
Hashtag trust the process.
Wait, are we now Philadelphia people here?
Coach needed a job. Be like, I'll take whatever y'all gonna get.
No,
that coming free lunch? Okay,
that's coming from Raider Nation right there. I'm telling you.
I mean, there may be trust the process, but Oakland doesn't have anybody like Ben Simmons.
You just got in the country. Stop. You just got here.
Hold on. Where's your work visa?
Yeah, you got work visa.
Where's your work?
He wasn't here 2 years ago before Carr got injured when he was an MVP candidate.
Hey, wait, you
He
want to
was
bring
watching that on a TV with aluminum foil on the top.
Trying to get signal.
Hey, let Mr. Pasquale take a break here, okay? But don't bash on the Rams, okay, Raider Nation here.
No one's bashing on the Rams.
We are telling you you're good. All I said about the Raiders, if we could get an 8-game winning streak, we good to go.
You get an 8-game winning streak?
That's what it's going to take.
You as the Rams or you as the Raiders?
Me as a Ram. So
Did I just hear 8-game winning?
That's what I heard, Oscar. Did you hear correctly?
I don't think y'all had an 8-game winning streak since the last time Gruden was here. So
yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. So if you got the flu, this is the recipe.
Man,
in order
to
go, in order the Raiders get further, they
on.
gotta win at least 8 games.
Let's hear from the caller. Caller, you say what?
Wow, this is crazy.
Caller, you say what?
The Raiders ain't going on no 8 games.
Thank you.
I mean, the Raiders are already thinking Vegas playing roulette with that Gruden contract.
He didn't say they were going to go. He said they need to go. That's the need to
If
go.
you listen carefully, I said if you have the flu, there's a recipe. So the recipe for the Raiders, they got to win 8 games any season.
He said it
in order for them to get.
All right, let's see what he got to say. Let's see what he got to say. What you got to say, Sports Log?
I'm just saying, the Raiders aren't going to accumulate 8 games probably. If they go 500 this year,
they got to aim for 8 games in 3 years.
First season
not
back
going to get
out
8
of the
games the whole
broadcast.
season. Yeah, he's true.
I'm sorry, did we not make it to the playoffs? And then we're down?
Wait.
You guys are going to be in Vegas by the time you win 8 games.
Yeah, thank you. Hey,
that's 2020.
Hey, Cali Sportsman, man. Are you going to the Vegas home games out there? Are you supporting Vegas?
I'm supporting wherever the Raiders.
Because you are from Oakland originally.
From Oakland.
So that should kind of touch you in that heart right there.
No, because I understand the politics. I mean, you're saying they got an old stadium. The city and the folks involved don't want to put together.
Well, the city is suing the Raiders. If you know that, the city is suing you guys for leaving. So,
have you ever been to Oakland Stadium?
No, because that's crap.
I went 5 years ago, and 5 years ago it was old.
Oh,
it's only 5 years.
It's been old a long time.
Yeah, it's been old a long time.
They could get an aftershock and that motherfucker might fall down. So, you know,
So I just got a text from Gruden, and you know what the process is?
What's the process?
Accumulate draft picks these next couple of
years. Yeah, wait a second.
Play for the draft picks.
Wait, talking about draft picks.
They like going in on the Raiders side.
Yeah,
and I'm going to help them out.
Wait.
Because there is nothing in the backfield that's helping us play these zones to stop these. No. But you got to give them credit for what the Raiders are.
You see what they are right now.
What are you guys?
What?
A fairly good team.
No. They are 0-2.
You're 0-2 with the quarterback that you paid.
No, listen.
That's throwing 6.
Keyword. fairly. He said
he ain't never even been to Minnesota. So.
No, I've never been to Minnesota, but I know that my Minnesota team is better than your team.
It's a small can of soda.
All right, you know what? Let me just.
Let's take a break.
We got to take a break. But before we go, Raider Nation, I'm so sorry.
You can't go out on Raider Nation.
Raider Nation, sorry. No. Bye-bye, Raiders. Welcome, Vegas. Vegas, here we come. Here we come.
20-second timeout. Hold on.
Sorry, Raider Nation. Derek Carr is better than...
The Consortium of Health and Military Performance, also known as CHAMP, of the Uniformed Services University of Health and Science, known as USUHS, is conducting a study to understand a possible genetic link between sickle cell trait, known as SCT, and exercise-related events, known as EREs, such as exertional rhabdomyolysis, muscle damage, heat stroke, and or collapse. We are inviting African American men and women with sickle cell trait and their family members to participate. Participating in the study will require you to complete a health history questionnaire, a form authorizing our study physician to gather health information from you and your healthcare provider, as well as a one-time blood donation. In order to qualify for the study, you must meet the following criteria: be African American, be sickle cell trait positive, be able to read, speak, and understand English, be between the ages of 18 and 80, and currently not being treated for any mental or psychological disorders. Participation is completely voluntary, and your decision will not impact your health care. The results for this study are for research purposes only and are not intended to directly benefit any individual for confidentiality reasons. However, the results of this study are intended to help better shape policies and associated health risks affecting the SCT community. Participants may be compensated for their time. To join the study, or if you would like additional information regarding the study, please contact the study team by phone, area code 240-479-9514, or email sctstudy-ggg@usuhs.edu.
Welcome back to Sports Collective TV. You are tuned in to the hour.
What?
We got Cali Sportsman
We
with
got
the
the
beautiful
bells.
musical performance here.
Like
We're going to keep it
school.
moving with the sports talk. We were just talking about the Raiders earlier. I want to keep it moving with that, and I'm going to throw up my first topic of the day. Raiders 0-2 start was the Gruden coach signing $100 million for 10 years. The right move.
I'm going to take these away from everybody else. Ain't nobody else can talk. No.
Hey, hold up. I pay the bills around here. To see y'all outside if you get talking bad about my team. It don't work like this no more. I can't stop hitting this bell.
Ask Elia.
Ask Elia. Was the Gruden signing the right move?
Hell no.
I say yes. I'm going to say yes.
I agree.
I'm going to say yes. Why?
I want to hear that.
Because when you first game one, if you listen to the commentators, where he was trying to, he's like everybody's looking at Mac, and he's stripping a team. He's starting a whole nother. A lot of these guys don't need Raiders. As bad as y'all want to talk about the last seasons they have tradition.
Thank you.
And they have culture.
No,
they have tradition. They have culture, and they're just like any other team that's out there that's built a brand.
It's just like the stadium. It's just like the stadium. He said that we've been rebuilding for years. They've been, putting a little fresh coat of paint on there on the stadium, trying to make it look good. But what Gruden brought in was a culture change.
Yes.
You have Chucky as your coach now.
Yes.
You're going to get cussed out in practice. If you miss a tackle, he is going to chew into you. And that's the thing. Derek Carr is so soft-spoken.
You got receivers, but no quarterback, or you got a
we have a quarterback and receivers.
No line. Y'all been missing a piece of the puzzle.
It's every year. Every year.
But I really think the biggest piece that's always missing that is we don't have no backfield in our defense. And you got to remember, Raiders, you go back to Hayes, you go all the way history, we've always had fast cats that could be the DBs.
That was what.
And you know that historically.
Al Davis loved the fast guy.
I've always had fast guys.
Big arms, fast guys.
So
now, hold up.
The zone defense for the Raiders has sucked for the last 1,400 years.
We have the oldest secondary in the league.
Yes. Now, I wanted to highlight that. If we're in this rebuilding season. We're in this rebuilding season. We got the oldest, or the Raiders got the oldest team in the league in a rebuilding season. What sense does that make?
Well, I mean,
it makes a whole lot of sense
because now you got monies.
Makes sense.
When they go,
it makes in a rebuilding. Yes, with young players.
When they go to Vegas,
use of veterans.
Come on,
no.
You got to remember, football only lasts. I mean, look how many injuries.
A lot of these guys wouldn't be playing on any other team. So they come to the Raiders and like, hey, we have young guys. We don't want to put them out there right now because they're not ready. They might be a little too green. You're a veteran. Come in, teach them something.
I don't know, man. It sounds a lot of too.
So tell me about these young guys.
Trust the process.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry,
Oscar, man.
I'm sorry. Minnesota's been good for all of what, 2 seasons, and he thinks that they're the Patriots. And he thinks they're the Patriots all of a sudden.
Where's Adrian Peterson? Since Adrian Peterson left,
either way, they had Adrian Peterson. They weren't good.
Breaks, Pump.
How many rings Adrian Peterson have? He's still chasing it.
We have been great in the last 10 years since 2008, since we first made it to the playoffs. We have been to the playoffs 7 times in 10 years. 7 times in 10 years making the playoffs?
Math?
That's an alert. That's an alert.
That's
7 to 10.
Great is making it to the playoffs all of a sudden. So there are 16 great teams in the NFL every year.
They won 9 games.
They won 9 games.
That's great.
They won championship games. 3.
That's great.
9 home parties.
We wore it down.
Hold up.
If Raider Nation over here, man.
If Great is making it to the playoffs on 9 wins, the Raiders have been. We're not even terrible. We're mediocre, I guess.
Okay. Let me pump the brakes.
We've been mediocre. We haven't been terrible.
Let me.
Touching the mic.
I've been hearing a lot of things right now. Hold on. Ask me the question one time, mister. Ask me the question one time. What you asked?
I've been talking before.
Of course. He's setting him up. He's setting him up.
Big Eller.
He wants
Ask me the question.
What, about the Gruden signing?
Yeah. Ask me.
So was the Gruden signing after a 2-0 start, paying him $100 million for 10 years, the right move?
Let me tell you the truth. It was the bad move. You know why?
That's terrible.
Because look at the Rams. Look at what the Rams did. They paid their player. Mm-hmm. They paid their player. The guy. Did you just see what he did over the past 2 games? If Khalil Mack would have been on your squad these last 2 games, you guys would have been 2-0. Arguably 2-0. If you would have had Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack is the difference maker.
He always said arguably.
Arguably, yeah. Because he knows,
Because arguably, it's the truth. I'm here to tell you that's the truth.
So it can't be arguable.
Okay.
Right? Hold up there. That's a paradox. Goddamn.
Look at this. Hold up. Okay, so
how is it the truth? But how is it the truth?
Hey, bring him a shirt.
How is it the truth? But you can argue against it.
Right.
You could argue against it, but that's the truth that I'm telling you. Because
that's a Mexican thing, right?
No, because it is 0-2.
That's probably Salvadorian, to be honest with you.
That's Salvadorian.
Honduran, Central American.
Hey.
I don't know.
It's all good.
But
we can stand. Look. We can stand here and talk about everything, but at the end of the day,
I still got crackheads in my family too, so I get it.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, you're 0-2. You got Gruden for 10 years. Sucks to be you guys. The Rams got a great coach, signed their players. They're on to being Super Bowl champions.
You know what's funny?
I'm trying to figure out what's the bite with the Rams when you're a Minnesota fan and you live in LA.
No.
Confusion. It's confusion.
It's the truth. I'm watching football. I'm watching the Rams down the street be great.
That's the truth.
All right.
Be great.
Let me get 10 seconds. 10 seconds. 40 seconds. 10 seconds. You have Jared Goff on a rookie contract, and you have a bunch of those players that are not your stars making no money. What's going to happen next year when they realize that they're just as important as the ones that are getting those big contracts, and they ran out of money because the Rams ran out of money now. They paid who? Donald. They paid Ndamukong Suh. They paid Gurley. They paid Cooks. They paid Peters. They paid Talib. Those are 7 players. You have to fill out a roster. So
it is make or break it for the Rams.
Where the stadium coming?
Where the stadium coming? Right. You know there's a salary cap, right? You know you can only spend so much money. That's a hard cap.
Okay. Let's go.
We're looking into the future here. We're going to make some...
I know what I would do with y'all. I could go to my car and get my gun. It's a BB gun.
So we're going to be looking into the future here, making some predictions to this NFL season. Everybody's here got their favorite team that they're following and everything. I want to...
Do you got a favorite team?
I got everybody. I think I'm wearing here.
All the way from somebody gave you a hat in the alley.
All the way from Switzerland.
All right, so what's the next alert?
So, going around the table, everybody name their favorite teams and realistically how far you think that team will go this season. Starting off with Fred over there with the Minnesota Vikings.
Personal team?
Realistically, how far are the Vikings going
Wait
this
a minute, he caught in between teams, though.
No, I'm not caught in between teams. I'm caught in...
He ain't a trim.
Hey, Hey, okay. So
He's got his Vikings sticker on the car.
I'm not hating on the truth. I'm just telling you. That means you get to talk about two teams.
You gotta be mad.
know what?
I got two teams.
You know what that's
Can
like?
I have two teams?
You know what that's like?
Can I have two teams? I got a cousin live in New Orleans. Can I have two teams?
Hey,
Can I have two teams?
I don't have two teams. I
You
support.
got two teams.
I'm not here repping the Rams saying we're gonna win it all. I'm saying they're good, the Vikings.
What's your prediction?
My
How far,
okay.
realistically, how far are the Vikings going this year?
Looking at the Vikings, looking at where we got to last year without a quarterback, a lot younger defense last year, now improving with the Kirk Cousins. I look at us going at least to the same game, championship game. Whether it's, I know it's going to be the Rams. The Rams are the only people in front of us. Besides that, nobody else.
Hold up. So conference champion.
So, hold on. Can I finish? Let's go. Can I finish real quick?
Where's the prediction?
The prediction, they're going to make it to the NFC Championship
then that's
game.
what you need to do. That's what he asked.
That's it.
Okay.
That's where I think they're going to go. And that time, we got Kirk Cousins. We don't have Case Keenum throwing it away against the Philadelphia Eagles. So let's go ahead and see what happens there.
All right. What are your Raiders doing, Callie?
Ask him that question.
I thought some clowns was in here.
Hey, man, this is funny. The Raiders are a joke.
Yeah.
I like that. Wild card. I like it.
Never know what's going to happen in this middle of the season. Because I think from what's happened, because you can see what they can do first half of any football game. So if they can execute some of that in the second part of the game, you got a hell of a game.
Yep.
What's your take on the blow-up?
I completely agree. Wild card. We're not going to win. I don't think we're going to win the division, but I don't think that Chucky is going to let the ship sail the way it is right now. He's going to change course, and some players are going to end up getting benched. Some younger guys might have to end up stepping up.
No injuries with the Rams
for real, because
nope. Just look at Carr.
Look at Carr. What?
Hey,
you see an ankle spraying away from the
I love how the truth talks up the Rams as being the best team, puts his team in the championship, and then just says, "Oh, you know what? Championship game. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna hop over the guys that beat us last year and are the current champions who have their quarterback coming back. Who you're just gonna? Who?
Philly?
Who beat you guys with a backup?
Did you? That's last year. We're this
but
year.
You're basing it off of. You're basing your prediction on. Oh no! Now I can't do that. I can't do that.
You see what Raider fans got to bring to the table? It is what it is. It is what it is. Raider Nation. It's always going to be that way.
That's
Pittsburgh.
I want to hear what. I want to hear what the Steelers are doing. This year.
So we signed Bell, and then we get wild card because we struggling. We signed Bell, and we get it.
Wow, the hope for wild cards
around here, people.
Hope for wild cards.
You need a new quarterback.
Is that not underachieving for Pittsburgh?
Roethlisberger, I appreciate you, man, but this has got to be your last season, bro. We appreciate you.
He was throwing it.
He was looking good on the run, though.
Good.
Yeah, but it's still early. Roth, man, I love you, man.
Go ride motorcycles.
Come on, man. Let's get a helmet. Just get a helmet.
I remember that
one. We signed Bell.
Okay.
So this is going to be quick.
Moving on to you. Yeah, Rams.
Super Bowl.
From a man over here.
But see, I had a comment
Is
on
that one word or two words?
2 words.
Okay, I just want to know.
Now, go ahead.
But I had a comment on his because his prediction kind of like had me confused because if you were predicting that the Vikings are going to make it to the championship, that leaves either the Rams or the Eagles out of that game. And I don't see that happening.
Leaving the Eagles and Rams out of it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because if you have a championship game with the Vikings in it, that means either the Rams or the Eagles are not in it.
One of them.
So who are they going to beat?
I don't know. That's for us to wait and see what happens.
I do. Neither.
You walked right into it. And I was like, he's not going to walk right into it. He's not going to walk right into it.
You got bunk beds over there. Get with you.
Did it.
Is Sports Log still there? Sports Log, you still there?
Yeah, sir.
Hey, so what's your prediction, man, for your Patriots? For your Patriots, man.
Can't hear on that.
I don't think they're going to make it out of the AFC Championship.
They don't get out?
Doesn't look good right now. I mean, there's a couple of better.
You still got Edelman coming back, though.
And you got Tom Brady there, man. You got Tom Brady.
Well,
the day
he is getting up there. He is.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap for you guys. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a cliff yet, and I think if they push through the playoffs, they'd probably get to the AFC Championship again. That would be like
push
a record.
through the playoffs.
It's been a good run.
Is the Brady dominance era over?
Been a good
do you think?
Run. Yes.
I think it's on the downside. He doesn't have many years left.
Right. Go home and play with your
kids. 2 more years at this level is that.
You and your lovely wife. Go home. Sit down on the couch.
If I were to pick from what I've seen after week 2,
make some Hanes commercials.
The Los Angeles Rams and the Kansas City Chiefs so far.
Ooh, Rams and the Chiefs.
Those are the two best teams out of the gate.
Mahomes, yeah, Mahomes.
That's your other team?
I like that prediction.
That's your other team.
Look, I live in LA. I look at greatness, and I'm looking at it right now.
Sports Live, we are no longer friends.
Wait, you didn't think Pittsburgh had a chance, did you?
Shots fired from Boston.
Boston, baby.
Shots fired.
Before we end the show, I just want to go around real quick one more time. In a couple of seconds, your pick for MVP this year in the NFL. Real quick.
Oh, wow. That's going to be a tough one.
MVP is so early.
I know. What's your
Mahomie. He's got 10 touchdowns already. He's going to throw for like 45, 50 in that offense because they ain't stopping any. That Chiefs defense is abysmal. You got to outscore everybody. And if Andy Reid is playing like that for MVP, Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes. He's gonna rewrite the record book as far as touchdowns goes. In that kind of offense where it looks like it's not going to be Hunt, it's going to be Mahomes managing everything. Patrick Mahomes.
Well, right now it's still early, like Callie said, but I'm gonna ride with Tom Brady. I think with what he's going to be able to come out of nowhere, do some incredible stuff that he always does at this point in his career. Doing something like that might earn him another MVP. So, I got to ride with him. It's still early, though. Still early.
Good pick.
If I had to go early, I would have to go with really something that's going to make you guys go, what? Cam Newton. Because he's still putting up the numbers.
He was a former
he had
MVP.
a good start. You had a very good start. WDC, what's your pick?
You know I don't really watch football.
Big Ben.
Big Ben.
That's not Big Ben.
Le'Veon will be MVP if he comes back for the Pittsburgh.
On Sunday, so you know.
No,
I don't know, man. It's too soon for me.
Ryan Fitzpatrick, anybody?
Yeah, Fitzpatrick.
Oh, he looks pretty good, but he's going to get thrown to the side.
I liked his post-game attire.
That's what they're saying.
It has been, man.
We know what to expect. He's going to have a 4-interception game this week or next week.
But his first two games have been really
but
amazing.
we've seen that before with the Jets. Everywhere he's gone, he'll put up numbers. He just can't be that consistently. That's why he hasn't gone signed long term.
I like him diving for those extra miles, being a quarterback.
Hey, you know what? A little too late, but
something like that.
You guys will probably get it. Go ahead.
One more
you guys
pick,
are gonna
Oscar.
say the
Who's your
name
pick
that
for
I was
MVP this year?
Well, I was thinking of it, but then he kind of hobbled off the field yesterday. Gurley was putting up numbers these first two games, but he didn't look too well to end the game. So
cool.
Hope he's coming back.
I'm going to end it with an unpopular choice here. I know this man hasn't been looking great last game, but if he has more games like he did in week 1, Aaron Rodgers is going to win the MVP this year.
There you go.
That was legacy.
Legacy.
History happening in week 1. That's why it's alert, baby. This is controversy right here on Sports Collective TV. And you can tune in every Monday at 5 p.m. here at Morris Media Studios. Call in at 323-293-3375 and go check out our Instagram and Facebook.
You're just playing out my team.
Rams for the Super Bowl,
real
baby.
quick. Yeah. Dodgers. Hey, Dodgers right now going against the Colorado Rockies, tied for first place, and the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Let's go Rockies.
All right. Hey, there's a Diamondback fan talking for you right there. But hey, let's go Dodgers tonight. Let's go.
Shout out. We'll be here next Monday at 5.
That's right. Sports Collective Media. Shout us out.
Check us out, man. Check us out. We got it going on.
Raiders are going to Vegas.
Woo, Minnesota.
Get out of Cali.
It's a wrap.
Do you even know what city they're in Minnesota?
Health and Science, known as USUHS, is conducting a study to understand a possible genetic link between sickle cell trait, known as SCT, and exercise-related events, known as EREs, such as exertional rhabdomyolysis, muscle damage, heat stroke, and or collapse. We are inviting African American men and women with sickle cell trait and their family members to participate. Participating in the study will require you to complete a health history questionnaire, a form authorizing our study physician to gather health information from you and your healthcare provider, as well as a one-time blood donation. In order to qualify for the study, you must meet the following criteria: be African American, be sickle cell trait positive, be able to read, speak, and understand English, be between the ages of 18 and 80, and currently not being treated for any mental or psychological disorders. Participation is completely voluntary, and your decision will not impact your healthcare. The results for this study are for research purposes only and are not intended to directly benefit any individual for confidentiality reasons. However, the results of this study study are intended to help better shape policies and associated health risks affecting the SCT community. Participants may be compensated for their time. To join the study, or if you would like additional information regarding the study, please contact the study team by phone, area code 240-479-9514, or email sctstudy-ggg@usuhs.edu.